Hey, what's going on, Inspire family? KD Sanders here of the Inspire International Media Network with today's KD's Words from the Heart. Listen, I am so excited and so thankful for all of you, the comments that are coming in, the sharing, the engaging. Wow, from my heart to yours, thank you so much for what you're doing to spread the vision of Inspire. So whether you're watching on Facebook, on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, wherever you're watching from, I love you and I thank God for you. And listen, make sure to check us out on all of our different ministries across all social media platforms. I promise you, you will definitely be blessed. But let's get to what we're going to talk about today. You all have no idea how excited I was to get to you today to share with you this word that I have for you. All right, and this is something that I had to wait to release because I wasn't quite there yet. Can I just be real? I wasn't quite ready to talk about this yet. But the title of this is, It's Okay. Woo, that's it. The title of this is, It's Okay. I want you to put that in the chat. I'm going to get you to engage a little bit. I want you just to type, It's Okay. All right. I'm going to talk with you just for a few minutes. It's okay. Can I celebrate this moment and say, I'm finally getting there? I didn't say I'm 100% there, but I'm finally getting to a place where I'm learning to say, it's okay. I want to talk to you about that. I'm celebrating my healing moment with the entire international family, all right? And so I want you to stay tuned. As you can see, I'm excited about this one. So buckle your seatbelts and thank you for allowing me to have this transparent moment with you because I believe somebody else is going to be helped to where they'll be able to say, it's okay. All right, we'll be right back right after this.
Many of us experience moments in life when we are surrounded by people that we love and people that we appreciate, and they love and appreciate us, and we embrace these moments with friends and family. There are moments in life when it feels like life is a kite, and we just watch and see how high it can go, and that's our motivation. But then we experience valleys and mountains. We experience times when we don't have all the answers. We don't have all the solutions. We pray, we fast, we seek God, we stay in our word, but there's still those moments where we question life, we question our future, we even question where we are presently, wondering, where's the change? Where's the hope? But that's when God speaks to us even louder. Sometimes God speaks louder when we're by ourselves because it's in our hearts. The message is in your heart. The solution is in your heart. The victory is in your heart. And sometimes God allows us to go through these seasons, all that we can tap into our hearts. And this leads us to where we are today. We want to welcome you to KD's Words from the Heart here on the Inspire International Media Network.
All right, let's go right into this. Y'all. I am like a kid in the candy store. I'm like a Baptist preacher at KFC when all the chicken is half off, y'all. I'm as excited as a preacher at a buffet. Okay, let me stop. Yeah, I'm just excited, y'all, because anytime that you find yourself growing in any area of your life, it is not only worth celebrating, but it's worth sharing. So I thank you for all of you who are watching. Thank you for sharing. And I want you to share this with somebody if you believe that it's going to help them because I want my transparency to help somebody else. And then that's part of your healing, but it's okay. Now, here go the transparent part. I used to be one that if something would happen, if somebody would say something to me or rub me the wrong way, don't like me, I would carry that. Can I just be real with you? I would carry the weight of opinions, thoughts, actions, attitudes. I used to always carry the weight of others. And I was holding myself hostage. I'm not going to blame it on nobody else. That's another thing that's part of your healing is that you got to do a self-examination, okay? And so I used to carry these things. I mean, if somebody rubbed me the wrong way, if I was offended, if somebody says something to me, I'm telling you, y'all, I used to carry that thing. And I mean, it used to, they talk about a chip on your shoulder. It was more than a chip. It was the chips, the dip, the sandwiches. The whole table was on my shoulder. Not one shoulder, both of my shoulders. And I used to walk around with the weight of what everybody else was doing, and everybody, I was caring more about everybody else, and I wasn't caring about myself. And so for years and years and years, I was not okay. I thought I was okay, but I wasn't, because I cared more about what other people thought than what God thought. I cared more about what other people were saying than what God said. I cared more about the actions of everybody else than my own actions. And people that saw that, they took advantage of it. They took advantage. They knew how to manipulate it. If I can just get Kevin into this one circle, if I can close Kevin into this one box, if I could just get Kevin to say yes to everything, if I could get Kevin to agree with everything I do, if I could just get Kevin where I want him to be. If I could just get Kevin where I want him to be. I'm being real, y'all. If I could just get Kevin where I want him to be, not where God wants me to be, not where the word wants me to be, but if I could just get Kevin where I want him to be, those are the type of relationships that I had for years. People that wanted to run Kevin, and Kevin allowed it. Kevin allowed it. You see, I didn't blame nobody else. I didn't blame the devil. I didn't blame my past. I didn't blame the people. I blamed myself. I allowed it. I allowed people to control my emotions, my thoughts, my reactions, my responses. And as long as they had me where they wanted me, they got anything they wanted. While I'm sitting up here upset, mad, and angry, because I didn't say, Kevin, you got to be okay if you don't do everything that everybody wants you to do. You got to be okay if you don't please everybody. You got to be okay if somebody walks out of your life. You got to be okay if a door shuts in your face. You got to be okay if you don't get this opportunity. You got to be okay if they said these things about you. You got to be okay if somebody can't stand your guts. It took me years and years and years to get to a place in my life where I can say, Kevin, it's okay. Again, I'm not 100% there yet, but I'm celebrating right now, because I feel myself getting to that place where I can finally say, it's okay. I'm no longer fighting. I'm no longer, no, we ain't doing all that. No, it's okay. All right. Now you say, well, why does he keep saying it over and over again? Because I need you to get it in your system. I need you to get it's okay so deep in your system that you release yourself from being responsible for other people's actions. You release yourself from carrying other people's weight. You release yourself from taking responsibility of what somebody else did. You release yourself from other people's problems, other people's worries, and you start taking responsibility of your self-care. You start taking a hold of what you're supposed to do and where you're supposed to be. The reason why we are not walking fully in our purpose is because we're living in everybody else's purpose. The reason why we're not walking in our dream is because we're living in everybody else's dream. We're not living in the dream and the purpose and the vision that we were called, because for so long in our lives, we have been everything for everybody else. We have been and we allowed it. Do you hear me say that again? We allowed it. So we got to start wrapping this up because I'm getting super excited. I celebrate today because I never thought I would get to this place. Can I be real? All right. I was guilty of being a people pleaser. I said yes more than I said no because I didn't want to deal with the disappointment. I didn't want to deal with the rejection. I didn't want to deal with the dismissal. And I'm not just talking about regular people, normal. I'm talking about leaders. I'm talking about pastors. Yeah. I'm talking about leaders, pastors, anybody that saw my gifts, anybody that saw what I did, they okay, if I could just get Kevin where in the moment that I stand up for myself, in the moment that I say, no, I don't want to do that, or I don't want this, that, oh my goodness, people walked out of my life, people shut the door in my face, people stopped talking to me because I was no longer their puppet. God cut the strings. When God cuts the strings, you're able to say, it's okay. My brothers and my sisters, as I wrap this up, I celebrate today because I can see the strings being cut, and I'm learning to be okay. I'm learning to be okay with whatever anybody decides to do. That's them. You got to worry about yourself, and you got to grow within yourself. So your hashtag for today, because we're going to talk about this a little bit more, but I want you to celebrate with me because I want to be able to celebrate with you. And your hashtag is, It's okay. Hashtag inspire. You need to be okay with whatever's taking place, whatever anybody else. Guess what? You got to be okay with it. And you got to keep living your life, keep pushing forward, and watch what God is going to do in your life. I want you to be encouraged, be motivated, be uplifted, most of all, be inspired.
Of the shadow of death. He says, I fear no evil. What does that mean? That the valley that you are in is not permanent. But
and everyone under the sound of my voice, oh God, I pray that the word may be released. Let nothing that comes.
the orange barrels mean that I gotta move some dents. I gotta move some potholes. Some of y'all need some. I want you to celebrate there. I want you to give God a praise for what he did in their life. Whoa! Give God